is Lorelei and the laser eyes and me trying to organize the way I'm solving those puzzles because I'm all over the place all the time because there's just so much to do in this game. Yeah, so the biggest kind of set right now I have is the puzzle boxes, which I still have. Almost all of them, I only done 2. Some of them, I think I have the clues for, I just didn't apply them. And then some of them, I haven't opened the rooms. So we're gonna go around the rooms, do a little review, try to remember what to do. I think 1962 is one of them I opened, and I wrote down the hints, and then I promptly forgot what to do with it. So here's 1962 again, just to remind us all. So here we had to go around with the camera and like see the shape and a number together, and we're trying to make 1962 from it. So if we stand next to 1, yeah, the shape we can see is this diamond. Then if we stand next to this so that it looks like a 9, we can see this shape. And then for 6 we just stand on the other side of it and we see that shape over there, and then a 2 is here, so it's that shape over there. So I have that written down, so let's go and see if that matches one of the boxes, as I think it does. Yeah, this is one of the shapes. So what we're looking for is the diamond, then this shape, then this shape, and then this shape. Yep, there we go, 1962. What ultimately changed her mind was when her mentor Stina Liljefeld took her to see an Animal Terrible, Nero's 1962 film. Oh my god, she watched it. She told me she hated it, called it pretentious yet singularly dumb. But she went to see the thing 4 times. She sent a letter to Nero explaining her fascination with his film. Nero telexed a reply. It was short and simply read, "The film is horseshit. Come help me make a real masterpiece." In Nero's usual befuddling manner, it was signed with the one-time moniker Pensatore. Okay, well, this is more of our memories that we do not have about our life. Okay, so quick review on this room on this side, which is 1932 with the shapes. And yeah, here we had a look at the camera and it basically showed us each shape for which number. So like if we look at the little worm here, the camera shows 2, and we're looking for 1932. So then this H is 1, the cross is 9, and then this shape is a 3. So we can go and apply that as well. So which box was this? It was this one here. Yeah, with the shapes at the front. So we want H for 1, we want the plus for 9. Then we want this for 3 and the wormy shape for 2. There we go. 1932, in Frankfurt am Main, Hilde Weiss gave birth to a girl child. She was the first of 3 girls born in many years. From one of the few remaining photographs, we can see that she was a small child. Her mother looks proud with little Laura in her arms, while her father appears as a blur, leaving the frame hastily while the picture was being taken. Okay, so we've got that done. Then we have a couple more rooms we need to open, and a couple I've opened and then didn't do anything with. Okay, so floor 2, we've got 1973 here, which is the box with like vertical things. And from here it was like, you can make numbers by zooming in and fitting this shape. But then, yes, how do we... Is it just order of the things? Because there's gonna be... Yeah, there's 10 buttons and there's 10 things. So we just need to maybe know which button is the number we want. So if we want 1973, make from here. So a 1 is gonna be this one, which is painting number 5. Then we can just zoom in, make 1. Then a 9 is number 2, because that makes a 9. Then a 7 is painting 4. And 3 is painting 1. No, that's Yeah, that's a freeze with the weird writing. Okay, so around here we can go to the gallery to the boxes. So I think that is for not this box. Or maybe this box, because yeah, it has a line of buttons. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, and 1. No, it's not this one, because I was thinking about a different box to do it on. This is 2 lines. Okay, so I think this is the box. Maybe I'm counting from wrong side. 5, 2, 4. Okay, yeah, that was the one. Indeed, her own body of work had been entangled with the tragedy. She completely disappeared from the world of art and many believed she had passed away. But in 1973, she briefly resurfaced and worked on the project films for display on Alemayehu Yuna's gallery in Paris. It was a multifaceted project, combining sculptures, cameras, and interaction between objects and the audience. He recollected in an interview with Art Filter. The result was stunning, but I could sense there was something wrong. She never came to the opening of the show. In fact, I never saw her again. Yeah, so this is just the story of her life. Obviously, if we did in order, it would be more organized, but I'm just doing it in whatever I can find. So then another one on floor 2 is, I think if we go around, is this one, which we haven't even opened yet. Let me just save. So yeah, 1960, somewhere here, the key. And okay, we've got some sculptures and a camera, so there should be some sort of perspective thing. It's 1960. In 1960, the artist invites us to look at the things differently. Armed with new perspectives, the abstract becomes concrete and the meaning appears where the previously was none. So this will be the box with the buttons on like sides. I guess I should have looked at the door better. Okay, 2 columns of buttons. Yeah, makes sense. Because one has like columns in the middle and one has 2 columns that are like on the sides. So it will be one of those. And here, I assume it will, yeah, make shape. So if I draw the 2 columns and then assign numbers to each position. So we have 9 here. You can't turn and walk, so it's quite a thing. This is 7, 0, this is 3, this is 2, 4, 8, 1, and 5. Okay, so let's have a look then. So 1960 is those 2 columns here. So we want 1 was here, 9 was here, 6 and 0. There we go. Her advertising sketches for KLB Electronics would lead to perhaps her greatest artistic triumph. KLB was at the height of its game and believed then to be the future of computer manufacturers. In a frenzied creating fever, Joe Hertzmuller decided that instead of dry technical demonstration, they should demonstrate the OCU-3 in an art exhibition, the 1960 Electronic Art Symposium. She was one of the 5 artists handpicked for the exhibition, and her contribution, Antwoord, marked the start of her technological phase. Okay, and then we have the 2 crosses puzzle. Yeah, how would we interpret that? It's like spinning. Because yeah, all we get to do is press the buttons. And there's 2 crosses. No, that wasn't it. Obviously, okay, well, let's have a look at some of the other things, right? Because we still have a couple of boxes that need doing and a couple of rooms I haven't even opened. And then I will try to interpret that last one. Okay, so the remaining rooms... Okay, the remaining rooms are on floor 3 or in the attic. Okay, floor 3. So we've got... Yes, one of them is closed, 1982. And then we got 1957, which I've already done. Now let's have a look at 1982 then. Okay, that's for the round box. Well, it's not round, but you know what I mean. 1982. And what we have here. Every day we visit parallel realities on our screens. In 1982, the artist employed this idea to show us how we can perceive the same space in different ways. The work itself leaves us wondering about which is the most true, the reality around us or the one on our screens. Okay, so what do we see? Okay, so this is like spinning around the TV and that will be the arrangement of it. Okay. need to take notes as it's happening. Yeah, that's it on 3, and there's another one in the attic. So we can go through here next to a skeleton, get in the attic and open that room. So that's 1938, and that's gonna be for the buttons on the sides. Of course it's locked. Okay, more camera things. And what we have here, we have more perspectives. There are multiple cameras, or there's... Yes, 1938. Using modern techniques, the artist plays with perception in 1938. Twisted perspectives appear correct, small appears big, yet always with an equal. We are thus to believe that truth come in pairs. Matching our own truth is another truth, hang on display for everyone to see. Okay, so we just get this one camera, and we have to match it to something in the background. Yes, there don't have any descriptions on them. Like, I assume the paintings correspond to the buttons, right? Because they're on the paintings are on the sides, so that's like the buttons are on the sides. So then how do we make the numbers align with the paintings? Just through that camera, I assume. That's how we're supposed to see them. Because yeah, from the camera, nothing ever aligns with those initial ones. Is it like set the zoom to this and then see what number fits? Like 7 could be it, 9, 1 maybe, because that's almost perfect. Okay, so if we say that first painting on the left is 1, then second painting, zoom in, right size. Yeah, and what fits here? 5. Yeah, that sounds like the best fit. Third painting, smaller again. What fits in here? 7 looks pretty good. Then this one's pretty big. 4. And then the last one, small again. Something here. The 8. Yep. Then onto the other side. Too small. Nope. 3. And then smaller again. 9. Then this one. 2. And last 2. Well, this might be the 0, yeah. Pretty big. And then whatever's left that's small. Is it small or is it just far away? 6. I haven't had 6 again. And we're gonna be looking for 1938. Okay, so that gives us 2 that we should know how to do. And then that 1948, which is confusing. Okay, so on the kind of circular one, we want to make 1982. So from the way the numbers were laid out, that should be this one, then this one, then this one, and then this one. Yep. Delphine Piof, member of the cold avant-garde band Brouillage, was one of many who had joined the Third Eye, and like many, Piof left in the big exodus after the infamous pilgrimage to Sulawesi in 1982. She seemed too sharp to believe in the stuff the rest of us had fallen for. She acted as if she searched for buried treasure, but she had something hopeless in her eyes, those eyes. How far did she see? And also I've realized that yes, the things that are here, we might be able to use those names to talk to the old lady, which I still believe is the old version of us, so I should probably be writing down those names. Okay, and on this one we want 1938, which is this, 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 and this. Her parents started worrying about the situation in the city, and in 1938 they decided they should go live with her aunt in the country. Aunt Auguste had suffered several nervous breakdowns, and her grip on reality was at times fleeting. She would, however, look back at the 4 years with happiness. My aunt taught me what she pieced together about art, but often forgot to feed me. She prepared me well for a life as an artist. Oh yes, the starving artist. Which, yeah, leaves us with just this box that I am failing to grasp how the rotations translate to the box design. Because yeah, not only there's just static boxes, it's also that there are 2 crosses, so I can't be like, oh, it was rotating upwards, so it's the top box, or it was something else. Well, what I'm going to do is write some of the names from the boxes that I have opened, because I think that will be for talking to the old lady finally. And then I'm gonna go back to 1948 time travel. And I'm going to look at some of the other number videos as well, just so it maybe gives me a better idea of how I'm interpreting it, instead of just picking the ones I know are the numbers, or I think are the numbers. Oh, because it's actually when the woman speaks, she says like specific things. So I think we need to respond with the correct things instead of just writing down all the names. So what she says is the piece at Electronic Arts Symposium. Then photo collages, cafe, aunt, mother, father, sculpture project, Alex name, and then Delphine's band, which I think I've seen all of those other than father's name, because there was a reference of the father leaving like the frame of the picture, but I'm not sure there was his name there. Okay, let's just look at them in order. Yes, it shows us, so it has 2 cubes only on the movie, and then the square appears in one of the cubes, but it's like, where is this in relation to everything else? So 1 is on this side and it rotates this way. Then 2 is on this side and it rotates. Okay, so maybe the sides are which of the 2 crosses we're using. Yeah, because clearly for the 1948, everything was on the left side. So that's maybe why I wasn't getting it. So we're gonna be only working with that one cross, but then the rotation. Yeah, so this 9 might be the middle. Yes, 1 and 4 are reverse of each other. Okay, well, I think that gives me slightly more information at least. Okay, but then what? 1 was spinning that way. So does that mean up or down? Let's say that was up. Then 9 was in the middle. Then 4 was the reverse of 1. And then 8 would be this? No. So is this 1, 9, 4, 8. Okay. Yeah, I think the spinning indicated the position, but I'm not quite sure. A portrait, presumably of her father. Ehrlich, as I remember him, 1948. Okay, so the name will be Ehrlich, is scribbled on the backside. It's her earliest known work. The technique in the drawing bears a strong resemblance to computer graphics of today. Using only thin ink lines to create connected triangles, an image of the face is created, making this one of the first, if not the first, known examples of polygonal art. So that's the father's name, and here we have the teletext name, Hensatore. Then what's here? Hilde, the mother. Here, the Aunt August. Then we have the band. Yes, Delphine's band. Roliege, maybe. What is this? Films for display in Paris. A sculpture project. And this one is, oh yeah, for the art symposium is Antwoord. Cafe Svensson. The college is called Frage. Okay, well, this is gonna be a spelling challenge. Go upstairs, save, and we can talk. We can talk to ourselves from the future. Okay, so we have it in the order that she was asking. So Antwoord. Okay. Oh, okay. I wasn't fast enough to take a screenshot, but it's fine. I can just get it from the video later, because I assume we're supposed to take some sort of note of this. Then we have the frage. What's she gonna show us now? Yes, some symbols. I guess it's from memory recovered. It's going into our photographic memory. It's fine then. Svensson with 2 S. Yep, she's just popping all those symbols out from her eyes. I wonder what that's going to mean. Then we have the Aunt August. Yep, all the symbols. They're all like different types of symbols. And I'm actually not sure where they all go to, because this is all looking very new to me. And we have killed more shapes. And then we gonna say earlier. No, I'm gonna need to go check that because I clearly didn't spell it correctly. But can I just go to films then? Do I need to do it in order? Okay, you can just skip to whatever answers you have, so I didn't even need to do it all at once. Interesting. I just thought it kind of looked like the little bars on the computer, but I'm not sure if that's it. Pensatore. Yep, cool shapes. What big shapes you got, Grandma? It's better to confuse you with. And then we have Revolver, if I spelled that right. Okay, so somehow I got her father's name wrong. Unless, you know, secretly know her father. No, I'm gonna go downstairs and see. Okay, I'll be back in a minute, Grandma. Don't you worry. Okay, Ulrich. There we go. Grandma's responding with some final shapes for us. Cool. Thanks, Grandma. We've helped her see. What was she seeing? Who knows? And those go into visions, okay. Cool. Well, we will reference them for something in the future. So where does this leave us? We have to call Lorenzo about the skeleton, if I can remember his number. I guess his number was his room number, even though he's no longer there. So 1963? Or is he somewhere else now? Pronto! Great to hear your voice, Signorina. What's on your mind? Yes, about that skeleton. I was not in there. What a delicious mystery you are cooking up for us, Signorina. I think we must try to think about this mystery in a less worldly way. This is how the snake caught the golden egg, after all. Now, if I am not in space 1963, perhaps I am in the time 1963. You are getting closer to the truth, Signorina. Was that all? Yes. Is okay, Bella. Arrivederci. Well, speaking of time, there is a clock in the basement that I think we need to set to a correct time. So my first guess was like 1847 because they love that number. But it could be 1963. Just through the game room. Yeah, so is 1963 not going to work here because that would obviously overflow, but that would make it 8/3 if we just kept going. So 8 o'clock and then... No. Well, the other one was 1847, which is an actual time you can make. And like the balls for 1847 were missing from the billiards table as well. That was not 1847, that was 1747. There we go. Reasonable guess, Signorina. Well, we didn't open it, but at least it made the man appear. Strange, is it not? One might think it is broken, Signorina. But here, time itself is broken. It flows mysteriously. Right now, it is always late by 43 minutes. This information is, as all information, a secret weapon. Use it wisely, Signorina. So the clock is always late by 43 minutes. So if it's 1847, but it's 43 minutes late, then it's 1804. Okay, now it's really broken. Okay, but it opened, so we can go in, and then that's another horse head room, so we can put the coin in. So now we just have to solve the wine cellar for the last horse head. Nothing else here, nothing else here. Well, I guess we can go and have a think about the wine cellar, but probably also want to save just in case. Although, because I got all of the things, so that should be fine. I need to pee though. Her bladder is quite full. Such a big place in just one toilet. Reminds me of another game I played. Don't wash our hands. We're going full on unhygienic nightmare. Okay, here's the wine cellar. So, yes, there's a secret tunnel, secret passage over there. And there is a bottle with some paint on it here, like just a tiny speck. But like when we click on it, it gives us a list. So how would we know which one is it? Unless it's like, you know, based on what we look at. Names, do the names mean anything? Like they all look like plausible wine names to me. Are we trying to make anything in particular? The label depicts a man in a suit and sunglasses. Red beast with horns. Oh, okay. Well, that one might be something important. Man crossing his arms. Okay, but every time I pick one up, it just tells me what's on it. It doesn't like actually trigger anything else. A black dog. Different shades of red. Ah, some kind of mechanism keeps it stuck in the rock. Interesting. Grand Terror, written on red letters. Sounds like Grand Terror. So one of them was stuck. Dogs drinking from a fountain. Cat with red eyes. Magician entertaining on a small stage. Okay, that one is also stuck. That one is also stuck. Okay, we had to pull the 3 that were stuck, but I'm not sure I was supposed to know this from something because I was literally just touching them so I can see if the labels had anything on them that I was supposed to understand or anything like that. I don't know if it's like related to the wines that they're selling in the menu, like here, because there was lots of wine. Like, was I supposed to be like, this wine suspicious because of something? I am not sure. Well, we can go in and we can put our last coin in there anyway. So now it should be all of them and I can go and see if the year works. Coffee? We can randomly be running again, even though it feels worse because she just runs into walls a lot more when I do that. Okay, so, well, I still think it's 1847 because that was theme for this garden. So it feels like that would be it. Yep. Of course it is. Everything is 1847. Yep. So what do we have here? Orangerie. And $1. Let's not forget our dollars. Oh, there's a keypad. Yeah, it's locked. What is the code? Oh my god, that's a lot of inputs we have to do. Oh, there were some grids maybe there in the... yeah, like this looks like keypad patterns. So do we have to follow the paths it makes? Like, not sure if just start and end or every single thing it touches. Like, that would be for the one that touches those 4 keys. Then here, then here, 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 and here. That might be too many already. Then... yeah, I may have done too many. Maybe for the one it's just top and bottom. So top and bottom, then 8 is here, 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 here. I assume the direction is like the line gets thinner and thinner because they're running out of paint as they're doing it. And that leaves us enough room for the 7. There we go. Everything is 1847. Forbidden fruit. Got anything else? Or just forbidden fruit? Any dollars? Nope. Forbidden fruit. A biblical reference? Good idea, Signorina. Why you have a gun? What do you need that for? The first entertained in Eden was the snake. As such, it was actually God. It understood the need for action. And isn't that why you came here? No. I haven't saved for a little bit. You want action and violence. Go ahead, take it. Okay, well, does that mean we can open the revolver door then? No, let's play a real game. Oh my. Yeah, there's a key inside it, and yes, I can use it for the revolver door. Ah, that's brilliant, Signorina. How did you do that? You're a true magician. But then, where the hell did you hide the real gun? Well, wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? Okay, that now requires me to remember where the revolver door was. But we're gonna go through the gallery so that I can save before anything bad happens to my progress. Okay, let's look at the maps and try to remember. Okay, it's this one. It's the loft storage. And yes, I still haven't opened the animal terrible and also lots of the safes. I need to revisit them. Skeleton guy just cracks me up. Okay, go upstairs to the loft. And he has bug reports, that too, through here, and there we go. The revolver door. Let's use the key then. Inside are the mannequins of them, so that may help with the freeing the guy. And there's a prop window. The glass is made of plastic. Okay, he's got something on his neck. Oh, I have to put it in like a correct position. Or like correct neck turns to open it up. It's like a safe combination but with necks. Okay, well, I'm not sure I have a neck combination for the mannequins. So what else do I actually know how to do? Or what do I have to figure out how to do? Let's see. Mental notes. Yeah, we have the mannequins. There are the 3 graves in the mausoleum. I need some item to put in them. Yeah, let him out. That might be related to the mannequins. Bug reports. Well, I mean, and then there's saves. And the quiz club. And the maze. And the video cassettes. Haven't seen any. And the supercomputer. Padlock by the stairs. Padlock by the stairs. If we look at the map, like, I don't have that many closed. That's probably the padlock by the stairs that I haven't opened. Well, I know both the bug reports and the safes are just, like, the bug reports for sure are something in the puzzle we need to understand, right? Because that's how I did the one I did. How to translate between the symbols and the letters. And then the safes, maybe like the things I figured out for the boxes can help, because some of the shapes I think were similar. Because you just have to make the numbers, but they're represented by different shapes that we need to understand. So for the bag report, I do have this written down, what it makes, like E2, A1, Z4, M3. But what? Oh, it makes maze. Because yeah, those are the letters for the maze, because this shape is a maze. And it's important probably whether the letters are uppercase or not, because it's important on the machine whether you use caps or not. But then it's A1, so A goes first, then E goes second, M, uppercase M goes first, and lowercase z goes fourth. Let's try that. So A, E, caps, M, and Z. Yay! We're getting more bags, so we can break more games. And then we're gonna need to get all that done. So this is for the library game. So we have walking backwards through the passage, close the woman. Immediately after interacting with her will result in a software crash. The shelf behind Magician does not have any assigned collision. So you can reach out of bounds and then do various things and crash. And then leaving it a dialogue with the gunman, unexpected dialogue strings, and then crash. Cool. Is this for the game room that's nearby here? If I can, of course, remember where that was. Okay, so there should be game room through here. Okay, which game is this? Library prototype, yeah. Okay, so we have to find the woman, the magician, or the guy with the gun, basically. Let's look at the map. Am I close to any of them? Yes, there's one, actually a couple of them nearby. Okay, the woman's here. So interact with her and then walk backwards. Strange book to remember. Yep, crashed. Okay, so this was Thai, and it resulted in memory address F86. Okay. Restart, since we crashed it. Okay, where we need to go for another. All the way to the top and then turn left. Cool. Okay, so this is the man with the gun. So interact with him and leave this for 30 seconds. Yeah, okay, well, just leave it there. His face is all wibbly wobbly. Okay, so trying to leave the room will result in a crash. If only I could, because everything is just broken. Yep, so that gives us Sigma F8B. And we have to restart it again and talk to the magician. Or, walk behind the magician actually and go out of bounds. And for that, we have to second, left, and then down. Oh, $1. Missed it before. Almost there, almost there. Okay, so just walk behind him. Yep. Okay, walking through passage 2, they're door 0, then door 1. What? Randomly teleported. Passage 2. Then door 0. Then door 1 and finally passage 4. Yep, we're crashing, and that gives us 5 is F36. Cool. We've gathered some more memory addresses. For what reason? I do not know, but I'm sure it will be something. Okay, well, we can try the final bug report as well. Or I can try thinking about this door. Like, what's... Yes, it's upside down, animal, terrible. And everything else was the dates. So, what am I not seeing? Okay, this matches it being upside down. But obviously, one of the numbers is 2, so it doesn't work, right? I thought you could maybe interpret it as a 7, but that didn't seem to work either. So what is it about? Because every single other one used the years in some way, and this one is just upside down. So okay, it still has 7961. Could it be a different number? Could it be still a 2? Apparently it's still a 2 when it's upside down. Okay then, sure game. Yes, and that gives us another save. So the day we need here. Dear brother, my worries were not without cause. Things have started to appear. A red hallway behind a clock. A theater. The baronin is changing and speaks in puzzling tongue. Minutes and hours are years. At this very moment, time is the year. She said as if it was a rehearsed line from a play. The Crimson Beast skulks his halls now, playing strange games and whispering horrible words. It wants to swallow all. Tonight, if such a time even exists, we are invited to a performance. Something will happen. There is violence in the air. Yes. So are we saying this beast of creation is here and that's why people are trapped in cycles of making terrible art? Okay, so it's 1847 once again. Yeah, time is year. So the large dial would be at 47 and... well, would it be at 6 or would it be at 18? Okay, yes, that works. Cool. Another computer disk. Well, we can see what's on this disk, whether it has any clues. Or again, not in order. Gas station. Sure. I could have sworn I had enough gas for the entire trip. Oh well, a chance to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. Yep, we're at the gas station. Payphone. Can we call... oh, we don't have any coins. I was like, oh, could call Lorenzo. Perfectly normal restroom sign. You sure? Only paying customers can use the restroom. Wow. Should fill her up. Interesting. You have to open your hood up to fill up your car. That should do it. I should pay. Go in the door. I have no reason to enter. Oh, it's like a window thing. Okay. What you have? Opening hours. Yes. Shouldn't any gas station be open 24/7? Well, maybe not. Price list. Other than the maps, it seems like they have reasonable prices. Maps, regional maps, they look cheap, but they're very expensive. Probably no one is forcing you to buy a map. Did I say that out loud? Yes, you did, Froline. I really should keep my thoughts to myself. I agree. Okay. Well, weirdly enough, they have like shapes on them. Am I supposed to be reading into that? Is there a meaning to this? Pamphlets, tourist traps. I can't find one about the hotel though. Okay, that will be 2 Deutschmark. Froline, here's your change. Cashier handed me some coins. Okay, now I have coins. So I can call someone on the phone and insert some coins. 1963. Is that you, Signorina? Where are you calling from? The past? Ah, Signorina, never lose that sense of humor. He hung up? Oh well. Okay, we've got the restroom with all the graffiti. Yep, cities and poetry. I don't work here. Any dollars? Oh, there's something written in the red on the mirror. Call me sister 897614. Okay, I shall. Do you need to use the toilet? Apparently she does. Ah, I needed that. Wash your hands. Hands are clean. Cool, we can call now. Yes. 89. 76. 14. Sister, I have a message for your future self. In the future, I am made of paper. I am chained like a prisoner. There is a red rune. This is the ancient rune. L. I am made of paper, chained like a prisoner. There is a red rune. This is the ancient rune L. Okay, I mean, there's the man chained like a prisoner, but he's not paper there, right? And there is L. Okay. But I assume it also means on disk 4, we contact through the telephone. That's, I think, important for that, where he asked us on disk 5. Because he asked us how did the other branders contact us. And I was like, well, I only got this disk, so I don't know. He hung up. I recognized that voice. That was him? Yes. It's always him. He saw all of them. Really? No dollars? Fine. That's done then. Where is that other bug report place? Okay, I think this is the bug report room that I haven't done. Okay, can I figure out this one then? Yeah, it's E-nate, so if it's like renate, that would be an E, but that's Lorenzo. And then that's Lorelei. And that's the magician. I get it, because it's like Renzo and Lorenzo, right? So somehow this is Renzo and this is Lorenzo. Because it would consistently mean 23 is Lore. Because that would make both Lorenzo and Lorelei. And 3 and 1, that also makes 1 Zoe. And 3 is RE then? Because yeah, that also makes Renate if 3 is RE. Okay, so that lets us turn the numbers in the names into letters. Because yeah, we have 3 is RE, 1 is Zoe, 23 is Lore. But we need letters. What letters are we looking for? Is it like 1 is Zoe, it's all in caps as well. So is it like Zoe, Lore, E? I guess they are merged. Yes, apparently that was it. Okay, and we have the bags for the hallway. So now we gotta go to the game room. Then we can get those bags. Okay, floor 2 then by 1960. Down here, yep. Okay, so this should be, yeah, hallway. So what we need to do in hallway? Okay, magician, repeatedly, pointing woman. Okay, working through door 1, then door 9, then door 6, and find door 3. We're doing a crowd cutscene. Okay, we can do that. Where is door 1? All the way around here. Okay, we're gonna go past some characters first, then I guess we can start with those crashes then. Because 1 is just behind door 5 here. Okay, so pointing woman. Okay, so stand behind her and then point away. Yeah, that breaks it. The wall to which the woman's body will corrupt and lose collision. Okay, so now we have to walk out of here and walk through the wall. Okay, so we've got this one, the B76 is the memory address. And then we have to do 2 more crashes. Just testing the video games. Okay, so the magician. Oh, we've ended up in a different place now. Okay, because yeah, we started. Actually, so we can do the doors. So 1, then 9, then 6, then 3. So 1 is here. Then, yeah, 9 is that way. It's 9. Then we gotta go to 6, so that's all the way around. Past the magician, okay. 6. And then 3. That's 3 right there. Yep, the door got corrupted. We got a crash. So this one, it's Omega, and it's E00. Cool. And then the magician, we just have to interact with him a lot. That's the magician, so let's just spam interact. Yep, we broke it. And now we're the magician. Okay, and we just have to interact and we'll crash. Yep, so we've got contribution to mapping all the bags. And this is pi 5, 8. Okay, we have found all the bags, but now what do we do with this information? Okay, well, we've done quite a bunch, and we have advanced our careers QA, and we're at 85.6%. And what I have left is, yeah, open all the saves, which I still mostly don't understand, other than somehow I have to make the number out of the weird shapes, and then have to revisit the maze and figure out how to get into the center of it, because that will then let me get the answers that will let me get to the center of the quiz club, hopefully. And then, yes, there's the journal and the library with the moon phases, which I still don't understand either. So really need to get focused now and figure out those puzzles that I was just like leaving towards the end until there's literally nothing else left and I have to think about them hard. So we'll get to that next time. If you enjoyed this content, consider liking or subscribing. And I will see you soon on another adventure.